Dear student, good morning. And today we will discuss the rotational motion. Second part of rotational motion. Before this, we have discussed that what is rotational motion. Remember it and remind it. Open that video and see the things which is mentioned on blackboard and which I have told. I told that initially within 1 minute we will repeat it. There are two types of motion. First one rectilinear motion, second one rotational motion. In rectilinear motion, the position of the center of mass. What is center of mass? Remind it. The mass of whole body concentrated on single point, that is known as rotation of center of mass. And if center of mass is changing their position, we will say this is rotational. This is the rectilinear motion, translateral motion, linear motion. We can say there are so many names. And when motion moving on a single axis, there is no position of center of mass is changing. Such kinds of motion is rotational motion. And regarding, we have discussed the center mass of different things which is available in our home, which is mentioned in mathematics and physics. We can find center of mass. Children, one more thing I am telling to you. Center of mass is a point. Center of mass is a special point where center of gravity acts. So remember, at the first center of mass generates, develop. Center of mass develop. And on that center of mass gravity, for gravity, center of mass search where is, gravity, center of gravity search where is center of mass and then coincide on that. So remember, if somewhere is a center of mass, then gravity automatically will go at that point and it will coincide at that point. Maybe center of mass maybe in a body or maybe outside body. So remember, there are so many examples like this. When you will see, when you ride on a top of you can say stone, climb on a stone or riding, so you will bend. Why you bend? When we go through upstairs, on our home or somewhere, we will keep our body ahead. We will not do like this. For what? For maintaining center of gravity acts on the midpoint of our body. And gravity acts on center of mass. And gravity, the line of gravity should be in between our body. Line of action of our body, so it will be back of our side, and so maintain that thing, we bend our body like this when we ride at somewhere, when we on the way of climbing on an inclined plane, so we'll do such kinds of behavior. So center of mass is the most important things which are happening in our daily life. And every body which is present in nature, children, there is a center of mass. In the regarding of this center of mass, first you should know if somewhere is center of mass and some is center of mass and body is in rotational motion. So which type of algebraic expression can be generated by us? We will see it. These are very simple things. I think there become very less amount of algebraic present. You have read many algebraic, many formulas which we were learning in linear motion, but in rotational motion we have a very short of formula. And they are very limited, and this is very important. So, listen it. See what is the center of mass of children. See, I have written that a particle having center of mass of n particle system. You will say, sir, I know only two particle system. I have discussed. I don't know about. I'm not understanding that what is n particle system. Children, see that if this is, suppose this is a mass, this is single mass. M1, suppose it mass M1. Okay. and its position from somewhere this center mass is situated. Suppose the center of mass is R. If in this body two particles are present, what we'll do? We will find the midpoint. R. We will find the distance M1 into R1, M2 into R. Children, what is meaning of M1 into R1? M into R. This is known as moment. So कहेंगे sir moment तो I don't know. I know only momentum. So what is moment? Moment means, children, mass of a body and which is somewhere from a given point. मतलब ये it's meaning that if suppose you want to find the moment of my moment, so suppose the mass of my body and the distance from origin, from where we want to measure, we will say R. So M into R. This is the moment. Moment का मतलब ये है कि the things which is away, how much distance away from our fixed point to our chosen point. That mass into distance is known as moment. So very important. It comes in your exam. What is moment? Momentum is what? What is momentum? Children, momentum M into V. This is momentum. Mass into linear velocity. Momentum. And moment, mass into distance. So remember this point is very important. So how will generate the algebraic expression in n particle system? I have taught you one particle. So again I taught you, suppose this is containing two particles. But children, this body or any body, we cannot say that body contains million of particles. Ours is million of particles. For million of particles, we have chosen that this body, this is a rigid body. Suppose this is a rigid body which contains million of particles. So say that million of particles is n. अब for n हमने मान लिया. For understanding n1 के लिए one body, 2 के लिए 2 particle system, 3 के लिए 3 particle system, 4 particle system. There are so many systems which are having in this body. अब इसको समझने के लिए हम थोड़ा चलते हैं. अब कहेंगे कि सर समझाइए इसको, तो listen it children carefully. Suppose this is a rigid body, and consider a body, a line of action, and this is the line at somewhere center of mass is situated. I told you children in the previous lecture, the center of mass is a point where whole body is supposed to be what? Think it. Supposed to be concentrated. And we say that suppose this is a mass, this motion and its positional distance is R. Suppose this one mass M2, its positional distance is R. For R3, M3, positional distance is R. M4, positional distance is R from this axis. याद रखिए कि each line always makes 90 degrees. So remember this one. कि the line which is passing through the center of mass, they makes 90 degree with the position. This is M5, R5. Consider that this body contains n number of particles. So M1, M5, M6, M2 up to m is it. So suppose this body contains n particles. Now we have to find where the center of mass of n particle system. तो कैसे find out करेंगे? We have M1 R1 position vector, M2 R2, M3 R3, M4 R4, M3, M5 R4, बहुत सारे नंबर है. We have two target M1, M2, M3, M4. अब हम क्या करेंगे? We will find the product of this one. We will find the product of this one. We will find the product of M4 into R4, M3 into R4, M5 into R5, something Mn into R. Product it and sum it and divide it by M1, M2 plus M4, M3, M5, something like that. Divide it by. We will get the positional of R, the unit with the position of R where center mass is situated. हम ये सब क्यों करते हैं? Why RCM? RCM means center of mass of this body, which may be somewhere. We don't know. Center of mass of somebody where products and divided. अब कहेंगे सर ऐसा क्यों किया आपने? आप तो you can find the directly also. तो children see it. This mass है कि ये algebraic क्यों नहीं? Why you not use the simple formula? क्यों नहीं आपने find out simple formula? Why you have used M1 R1 M2 R2 M2 Mn Rn divided by n? ऐसा क्यों किया आपने? Sigma Mi, you know, क्यों किया? Listen children, it's very important things. Suppose that you have a desk, suppose that in your class. Think that there in your class. You have to find the position of the number of position of benches. And in your class, each bench is attached to table. And there is a problem. Bench and table are attached to each other. We can't separate, and you have to find the center of mass. You have to count the only benches. What you will do? Count the table and benches. Count the benches and table, and divide it by table. Measure it. Divide it by table. You will get the position of benches. Listen carefully और भी एग्जाम्पल ले सकते हो. Suppose that there are students in your class. There are total student is 50. Total student is 50, and you have to find the average of girls or boys. Total student is 50. Suppose that 30 students are boys. Then what you will do? 50 divided by 30. 50 divided by 30. You will get the position vector or center of mass of number of girls. Or there are so many examples. If two things are mixed, consider whole things and divide one things which is mentioned in that previous things. तो ऐसे फाइंड आउट किया जाता है. देयर इज ऐसे वेरी सिंपल. ये दिस इज द नेचुरल रूल एंड बाय विच वी कैन फाइंड इट्स एवरेज. सो इसी क्रम में रिगार्डिंग दिस थिंग्स व्हाट वी विल डिस्कस. अब देखिए कि सपोज now we find the product of these one. Moments are all the moments. M1 M2, suppose moment M1 R1, you can see here is M1 R1, M2 R2 children, M2 R2, M3 R3, position vector Mn. अब divide it by M1 M2 M3 M. अब कहेंगे कि सर अगर इनके तीन सीरियली is adding, अगर कहीं लगातार something is adding, तो we will write suppose that for understanding purpose if it is x1, x2, x3 like this, so we will up to xn. तो क्या करते हैं? This is the statistical data, statics. And in the case of statics children, we use a directly with one line we will write a word sigma. Sigma I varies from 1 to n, we will say xi. This for first term, sigma means summation of atoms. Sigma means summation. Sigma जहाँ भी लगता है, we understand that there is a summation. We will directly say like this. If we are writing M ion M2, so we will MiX. If we like Pi P1 P2, we will say PiX. I think you have understood. Not necessary to discuss so many things. These things. So I think you have understood. Now see for next time. Similarly, this is the positional vector which lie on single line and they are in radial condition. They are in radial condition, children. From this one we will say the distance R1, far M2. These are the R1, R2 are radial. Radial means, what do you mean by radial? Radial means the things which is related to the radius of the body. So R1, R2 are the position vector and this position vector are radial position vector. These are the vectors on this thing is also possible. When you will think in vector term, you have read these things in chapter 4, vector sum. अब see children, ये तो ठीक है, we will write here MIR. But for understanding it, is it possible in coordinate system? Discuss करते हैं. क्या ऐसा संभव है क्या? Is it possible? कि it is possible in coordinate system also? अब coordinate system की बात क्या है? कहना क्या चाहते? तो देखो बेटा, see that the things which is in rotational motion, we'll see that body moves in 3 dimensions. Remember these things. When circle, plane body, circle, triangle, all these things, x and y axis only, the things which is related to 2 dimension. But the rotational motion, linear motion, remember that children, rectilinear motion may be in 2 dimension. But rotational motion children is always 3 dimension. अब जब ये this body is moving in 3 dimension, तो suppose that this is a x, y, z. अब कहेंगे सर ये तो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. For M1 particle, for M1 body, distance is x1. This is x. For M2, with respect to axis x, x1. For M3, distance recording with respect to x axis, x3. So how M1, M2, M3 along x axis, x1, x2, x1. And what will do? The mass and the momentum, mass and the distance, x1, m1 mass, x1, m2 mass, x2, m3 mass, x3. अब कहेंगे सर ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, because you have this is the condition of 2D, you have shown to me condition in 2D and this is happening in 3D. तो समझ ले बेटा, for understanding purposes you can think that for understanding purposes, suppose that these are the 3, suppose that we have drawn, so think it, suppose this is the children, suppose that this is x axis, this is y axis and this is z axis and this is your body. This is the body. Here mass is m1, drop it x1. Here mass is m2, drop it x2. Here mass is x3. Only I am measuring along only x axis. So for m1, suppose m1, m2 whole, this is our body. So m1 x1, m2 x2. M3 x3. It will somewhere along x-axis only. M3 x3, M4 x4. Then sum it M1 M2 M1 x1 M2 x2 M3 x8 M4 x4 f2 xn divided by M1 M2. We will get the xn. I think you have understood it. How we have find the formula in coordinate system. I think you have understood. For y to x, this body is in 3D. This is also when this body, this is rigid body associated to y1. Similar, suppose there is M1, y1, M2, y2, M3, y3, M4, y4. Find the product M1, y1, M2, y2 plus M2, y3, M4, y4 and divide it by M1, M2, M3, M4. We will get the center of mass of this body with respect to 1. And what is the center of mass regarding the z-axis? What is the center of mass regarding the z-axis? Similarly, M1 z1, M2 z2, M3 z3, M4 z4, M5 z5. We will add and divide it by M1, M2, M3, M4. We will get our answer. Here, M1 z1, M2 z2, M3 z3. M1 z1, M2 z2, M3 z3, M1 will find that these are the coordinates of center of mass, and this is the radial center of mass. I think you have understood, children, the condition which is associated to center of mass and how this algebraic expression developed just because of rotational motion. So I think in the case of rotational motion, children, remember that body is rotating. Body is rotating. So what will develop? There will be an angle. There will be a displacement, angular displacement, angular motion, angular velocity, angular acceleration, the whole things which body moves with respect to a center, to all the things which is generated in circle, these things will be developed and we will discuss all these things. So remember, for this is for n particle system. This is for n particle system. Suppose in your syllabus, children, in your syllabus, you have to study the two particle system. But with two particle system, यहाँ देख लेना. See that what is the two particle system? Suppose M1, this one body is M2, this one body, and this is distance. What will center of mass may be on this one or may not be? But remember. One more thing, if size is so much, interesting fact I am telling you, if mass is so much strong, they touch to each other. So center of mass, if they touch to each other and they have equal mass, they always, the center of mass will always remains one. And if what will happen? If one mass is going to be bigger and another is going to be small, एक और बड़ा हो रहा है, and second one is being small. So center of mass shifted to maximum mass. So center of mass is directly or indirectly. Previously I have told you directly associated to center mass of bigger, center of mass will go inside. And see, for two particle system, we have this center of mass of two particles. I have mentioned center of mass of two particles. But we have mass M1, M2 and distance between them. So children, position of center, if you ask numerical पूछा है तो remember this, I will give you numerical also. कि अगर if you want to find the center of mass of M1 का center of mass आपको find out करना है, तो MT into D upon M1 plus M. Center of mass of M1. तो कहेंगे कि सर ये M2 क्यों आ गया? M2 will decide कि where will be the center of mass of M1. अब कहेंगे कि सर ऐसा क्यों भाई, ऐसा क्यों? ये अगर छोटा है तो सेंटर ऑफ मास की तरफ जाए, ये अगर बड़ा है तो सेंटर ऑफ मास की तरफ शिफ्ट होगा। तो ये सेकंड वाला डिसाइड करता है। तो रिमेंबर दैट कि जिसका भी सेंटर ऑफ मास हम जब सेंटर ऑफ मास ऑफ टू पार्टिकल सिस्टम में निकालते हैं, कभी कभी जेईई या नीट में इसका क्वेश्चन आ जाता है कि सेंटर ऑफ मास निकालने के लिए सेकंड मास जरूरी है कि नहीं जरूरी है। सेकंड मास शून्य है तो सेंटर ऑफ मास क्या निकालेंगे? सेकंड मास या सेकंड मास कम है। इफ सेंटर मास सेकंड मास इज स्मॉल, यहां से प्रश्न बन जाता है कि सेकंड मास इज स्मॉल, तो दिस विल इससे डिवाइड करेंगे, स्मॉल तो इससे भी डिवाइड करेंगे। तो जब ये कम रहेगा बेटा तो ये डायरेक्टली इससे एसोसिएटेड है, तो ये कम रहेगा तो निश्चित रूप से सेंटर ऑफ मास कम होगा। ये बहुत बड़ा होगा तो सेंटर ऑफ मास शिफ्ट करेगा। तो डी पे भी देखो सेंटर ऑफ मास जो है इसका दो चीज पे डिपेंड करता है। एक तो ये कितना दूरी पर है, जितने दूर होगा सेंटर ऑफ मास इन्हीं से उतना ही दूर होगा। दूसरा इसके मास पे डिपेंड है, ये बहुत ज्यादा होगा तो सेंटर ऑफ मास बहुत दूर होगा, क्योंकि डिवाइड हो जाएगा, ज्यादा से डिवाइड होगा मल्टीप्लाई होगा। तो याद रखिएगा इस चीज को, मैं डाउट में नहीं बता रहा हूँ, डी पे डिपेंड करता है। जितना ही बड़ा डी होगा सेंटर ऑफ मास डिपेंड करता है डी पे। और पहले का सेंटर ऑफ मास डी और M2 डिसाइड करते हैं। और अगर मान लीजिए आपके मन में आया कि सर आई वांट टू फाइंड द सेंटर ऑफ मास ऑफ सेकंड बॉडी, तो सेकंड बॉडी का जो सेंटर ऑफ मास है वो ये डी और ये इस डी का M1 में मल्टीप्लाई कर दिए, दोनों को जोड़ के डिवाइड ऐड करके डिवाइड कर देंगे तो यू विल गेट द सेंटर ऑफ मास। तो कभी भी पूछा जाता है, इस चीज को बहुत बारीकी से समझिएगा कि दीज आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक्स। अब we will some important topic in it। अब देखो कभी कभी समटाइम्स हमसे पूछ दिया जाता है, समटाइम क्वेश्चन में भी आस्क कि इसको क्या किया जाए। तो सी वेक्टर फॉर्म, इट्स व्हाट वी मीन वेक्टर फॉर्म चिल्ड्रन। देखिए सी इट्स वेक्टर फॉर्म। अभी समटाइम्स इन वेक्टर नोटेशन यू हैव रेड इट कि वेक्टर सम, तो देख लेते हैं। सपोज हियर इज M1 body, here is M2 body, and make it two particle system। अब कहेंगे सर two particle is into how many dimension will have? 2. If particle are 3, we have a 3 dimension. So for two particle system, 2 dimension will be, and there are so many things. This M1 from origin, this distance is R. For M2 particle, this is R2. अब children, center of mass, we have to find the center of mass of M1 and M2. Suppose that center of mass lying here and this one distance is RCM. CM means center of mass. RCM R center of mass. अब कहेंगे सर how will find it? अब ये तो सेंटर ऑफ मास है, अगर मान लीजिए ये दोनों, अब देखिए सेंटर ऑफ मास को दिखाएं। एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग बात आपको बता दूं, ध्यान से समझिएगा। ये R1 RCM R2 है। अब देखिए अगर यहाँ पे एक और आपको टेक्निक बता रहा हूं, समझेंगे। अब देखिए यहां पे M1 है, ये एक फार्मूला यहां भी जनरेट हो जाएगा। M1 M2 M1 R1 M2 R2 और होगा M3 R3 M4 R4। यहां से भी आप डायरेक्ट ले लीजिए, कोई जरूरी नहीं कि प्रीवियस आप यहां से भी लिख सकते हो, इमेजिन कर सकते हो, और M1 M2 कहीं भी हो तो ओरिजिन से लिख सकते हो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम। अब आइए थोड़ा सा और इसके अंदर जाते हैं, समझते हैं कि क्या कहना चाह रहा है। तो वेक्टर सम जो है, आप जानते हो कि वेक्टर लॉ ये कहता है कि इफ वेक्टर इज A1 A एंड दिस इज वेक्टर B, तो जो रिजल्टेंट होगा R, तो ऐसे रिजल्टेंट, तो ये मैग्नीट्यूड, ये मैग्नीट्यूड, ये क्योंकि ये डिस्टेंस है, डिस्टेंस है तो मोमेंट किसका होगा, इसका मोमेंट। वही कहानी कुछ बेटा यहां भी है, हियर यू विल राइट आल्सो RCM is equals to M1 R1 plus M2 R2, these are the vector M1 plus M2। अब देखिए, अब इस चीज को थोड़ा समझिए कि इफ बॉडी the mass M1, M2, M3 are distant from R1, R2, अगर इफ बॉडी, चूंकि हम तो एक सेचुरेटरी बॉडी का वी हैव फाइंड द सेंटर ऑफ मास ऑफ सेचुरेटरी बॉडी, स्थिर बॉडी का सेंटर ऑफ मास। अब ये चूंकि दिस टॉपिक इज इन रोटेशनल मोशन, इसका मतलब ये है, इसका जो मीनिंग है वो क्या है, कहना क्या चाह रहा है, इट्स वांट टू स्टेट कि सर इट इज रोटेशनल मोशन। आपने बस पोजीशन की बात की बेटा, तो वी विल थिंक दैट व्हाट विल हैपन if we will write here the mass having velocity v1, so they will have v1, the mass having velocity v2, and this is v. अब चूंकि वो mass m1 है, m2 है, there is a formula, there is a some numerical part or there is a some theoretical part in book of Deep that will think that what will happen. Suppose it is mentioned, but that expression is not, the result will be this one. For getting result, the things which we have find by the vector law, the vector law के थ्रू जो चीज फाइंड आउट किया वो चीज वहां से बुक में दी गई है। तो जस्ट कि क्या होगा, चीज को समझिए। क्या कहा जाएगा कि M1 डिपेंडेंट फोर्स, इसके चलते ये इधर फोर्स लगेगा, F21 to M1 F1 applying F1 and F1 to F1 फोर्स M1 पे लगाया गया है 2 के तरफ, F2 फोर्स F2 पर M1 के द्वारा फोर्स लगा। टोटल सम चूंकि ये बॉडी, ये जो दोनों फोर्स है F1 F2, वो दोनों जैसे मान लीजिए कि सपोज दैट यहाँ एक बॉडी है, यहाँ एक बॉडी है, ये यहाँ एक पार्टिकल को ले लिया, यहाँ वो दोनों, ये भी दोनों एक दूसरे से जुड़े हुए हैं। चूंकि ये रिजिड बॉडी है तो इनके बीच में कुछ न कुछ फोर्स होगा एंड द टोटल सम विल बी 0। वहां से हमने फार्मूला डेवलप कर लिए, लेकिन हम आपको एक नई मेथड से, नए तरीके से भी आप डेवलप कर सकते हो, उसको भी कर सकते हो, कुछ भी। अब हम नए तरीके से क्या करेंगे, एक नया फार्मूला इसमें डेवलप करेंगे कि चिल्ड्रन देखिए, अगर यहाँ R1 था, हमने V1 कर दिया, तो यहाँ ये जो है VCM क्या हो जाएगा, वी विल राइट हियर चिल्ड्रन VCM इज इक्वल्स टू क्या होगा, M1 V1 M2 V2 अपॉन M1 प्लस ये चीज। अब कहेंगे क्या, हम लिख सकते V1 क्या नीचे में, देखिए M1 dR1 बाई dt प्लस M2 V2 M2 dR2 बाई dt अपॉन M1 प्लस। अब ये चूंकि कांस्टेंट के अंदर हो जाएगा तो यहां होगा M1 R1 प्लस M2 R2 होल d बाई dt, देख सकते हो M1 कांस्टेंट है, स्केलर है, इसमें ये हो गया डिवाइडेड बाई M1 प्लस M2। अब VCM can be written as dRCM upon dt with velocity can be written as the velocity v is equal to dx upon r, will say dr upon dt लिख सकते हैं हम। Similarly we will find RCM for integrating both the side, दोनों तरफ से अगर हम इंटीग्रेट करते हैं इसको तो विल से RCM इज इंटीग्रेट करने से आप मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स आई एम टेलिंग टू चिल्ड्रन, कोशिश करिए बेसिक इन डिफरेंशिएशन एंड बेसिक इंटीग्रेशन यू मस्ट शुड नो, आपको जानना होगा. इफ यू आर इन क्लास 11 and 12, फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग द कॉन्सेप्ट इन बेटर वे, scoring the best way to select in somewhere best examination, being a best examiner, you should must know differentiation, otherwise you will face very much problem in the physics. इंटीग्रेट करेंगे डी बाई डी खत्म हो जाएगा दोनों तरफ से, या इस तरह भी कर सकते हैं रिमूविंग डी बाई. अगर आपको इंटीग्रेशन, इफ यू आर नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग इंटीग्रेशन स्पेशली बायोलॉजी स्टूडेंट, सो आप ये भी कर सकते हो कि dt को दोनों तरफ से हटाने को RCM इज इक्वल टू M1 R1 प्लस M2 R2 अपॉन M1 प्लस, ये कर सकते हो आप. ये बड़ा है, ये तो अब देखो कहेंगे सर ये तो हमारा पुराना है, दिस इज आवर ओल्ड एक्सप्रेशन. सो चिल्ड्रन रिमेंबर दैट similarly you can find this is the center of mass related to velocity. Similarly, if note it, suppose this associated to I am telling center of mass associated to acceleration. Suppose this is A1, this is A2, ACM. What will be ACM is equal to M1 A1 M2 A2 upon M1 M2. M1 अब क्या होगा, ए का इंडिजिनस ये तो हमने फाइंड आउट कर लिया, ये है फाइंड. अब यू नो दैट चिल्ड्रन ए इज इक्वल टू d2r अपॉन dt2. बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग बात है, अगर a1 है तो r, a2 है तो r2, यहां भी d बाई dt2r, यहां भी 2 अपॉन dt2 a2, दोनों को बाहर निकालिए, ये फिर वही चीज हम RCM जहां से चले थे नहीं पहुंच गए. तो इफ इस तरह से हम अंडरस्टैंड कर सकते हैं चिल्ड्रन, व्हाट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. हम कह सकते हैं कि इट्स वैलिड फॉर पोजीशन वेक्टर, दिस वैलिड फॉर वेलोसिटी, this valid for acceleration, and for each of them we are getting a single form. अब कहेंगे कि सर इसको तो थोड़ा सा और समझा दीजिए, we have not understand children. For integration purpose इसको भी इंटीग्रेट कर दीजिए, इंटीग्रेट बाय इंटीग्रेशन आप समझ सकते हो. MDA, this is also ACM MDA. ऐसे भी रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं, डिवाइडेड बाय सो चिल्ड्रन याद रखिए इस चीज को कि दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रिजल्ट्स, नॉट नेसेसरी इन द केस ऑफ इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ. कहने का मतलब ये है बेसिक आपको दिक्कत हुई तो अंडरस्टैंड कोशिश करिए, विदाउट इंटीग्रेशन और डिफरेंशिएशन यू आर गेटिंग द रिजल्ट, देन इट इज बेटर. अब फॉर देयर आर सम, so I think children we have discussed center of mass of n particle system, for 2 particle system, for n particle system. There are some many rules which is some restrictions which is mentioned in this book. After that this topic has been cleared, and next video I will bring you some numerical part related to it one. this topic. Thank you.